So for those of you who haven't joined us before, the way this works is I'll just answer the questions as they come in. There's a Q&A button right beneath me where you can submit your questions. Also, if you have anything that's more of a conversation and less of one specific question, feel free to ping me in the chat or raise your hand, and I'll unmute your mic and we can have a conversation. So I will just get started with the questions that are coming in here. Okay, so this first one is saying, I'm contemplating your membership site. I would use it to supplement my coaching business. I would like to do biweekly webinars on the site. Is that doable with your platform? Yes. So the delivery of the webinar itself is not something that our platform does. You would need to use what I'm using, Zoom or GoToMeeting or some other service like that to actually facilitate the webinar. However, in order to inform your members that the information about the webinar, make announcements about when the webinar is coming up, and provide them with all the links and information, that is certainly something that's possible with our platform. So one way you could do that, a couple ways that MemberMouse helps in this type of situation is that if you integrate MemberMouse with an email service provider, one second here. If you integrate MemberMouse with an email service provider, then anytime somebody purchases your product that's going to give them access to these webinars, it will automatically add them to a list of your choosing in the on your email service provider. The benefit of this is that it makes communication with these people easy. If you need to send an email out, send them times, let them know it's coming up in 2 hours or whatever, you can easily do that. The second way it can help is that the page within your members area where you can list the webinar links and resources will be protected, so that only those people who have access to the course or product or whatever that grants them access to your webinars, only those people will be able to see that information. So those are the ways in which MemberMouse can help. I mean, there's another number of other ways, but that's in direct answer to your question and not getting into new topics. That's how it can help. Okay, so this next question is from Michael. As luck would have it, our very first customer realized that he had already bought the course and is asking for his money back. I tried to revert the charges from the MemberMouse interface, but got this message. Security header is not valid. And you're saying he paid through PayPal. This is the first time I attempted this, so your help would be greatly appreciated. So to me, that sounds like one of two things. It's either an environmental issue, meaning something on your site itself is creating the situation where that security message is coming up. Or two, your configuration with PayPal isn't exactly correct. In either case, it's going to come down to a nuance of your environment or how things are configured. So my suggestion in terms of the best way to address this as quickly as possible is to email our support team about it so that they can actually log in to your site, replicate the error, see what's going on. They have many different tools available to them and experience to be able to look at different things in the browser console and stuff like that that will give them more information to then give you exact steps on how to move forward and get this addressed. It's the least likely thing it is going to be is an issue with the MemberMouse plugin, because we have many customers who use the PayPal integration and have no issues like this with it. So that's the good news, because it does work. So there's likely just something in the environment that's creating this issue. Once it's discovered, then you just deal with that and then you'll be fine. Excuse me. Alrighty. This question is from Nico. We would like to import our users from a different membership platform to MemberMouse, about 300 users. I know I can use the import wizard for that, but I still have a question. A lot of those 300 members are already existing members of our platform, and those existing members need to be treated differently than new members. For existing members, I would like to only assign them the bundle with the new course. The membership level should remain the same. For new members, and then there are people that are not yet members of the platform, I would like to assign them to the free membership level and the bundle. So eventually, the 300 members will all be on the platform, all will have the same bundle applied, but the membership level is different depending on if they already were members before or not. How could I cheat that? Okay, so yeah, this is pretty straightforward. So essentially, you have one bundle and it gives access to the content. Existing members are going to get that bundle and be on, let's say, legacy customers membership level. And everybody going forward, all new customers will be on get that bundle and have a free membership level. Okay, so really new customers going forward is, here, let me share my screen for this. Go to product settings. So let's just say your bundle is this special offer. So new members going forward are going to be getting, let's just say, this free membership level. They'll basically be buying this bundle directly, and as a result, we'll just be given the free membership level by default. You can always specify for a different free membership level to be used. There's only one showing up in this dropdown because I only have one free membership level set up in the system. But if you want to create a whole new free membership level, you can go ahead and create that on this page and then go edit the bundle and select that free membership level to be applied to the person's account when they purchase this bundle. Okay, so that's pretty straightforward. So the question is, let's just say this basic membership is the membership level you want applied for your legacy customers. So where is my, okay, so we'll go to the Manage Members screen, go to Import Members, download the import template. Okay. Oh, there's probably, this is our demo site and there's protections on this site for security reasons. That really shouldn't be protected, so I'll make a note about that. But basically, we just need to download the Siri. I did not. Okay. I did not. Did I say Siri? I said sorry. All right. What was I doing? All right, import members. Download import template. Okay, so let's open this up in numbers. Okay, so basically, let's just say you have 300 rows in this template, right? So the first thing is you want to import all these members on the particular membership level. So if we scroll to the right, somewhere here, oh, sorry. Sorry. Okay, just getting myself organized here. Okay, so if we scroll to the right, you see that there is a bundles and bundle status column. Now, this is indicating that when you import these members, you want a particular bundle applied to their account. So I'm just going to clear this default test data out of here. And go back to our product settings page, go to the bundles page, and you see the ID of this bundle is 1. Okay, so in our file, we would basically say, I want the bundle with ID of 1 assigned to this account, and the bundle status is going to be 1. Here are the status IDs. So 1 is active, 2 is canceled, 3 is locked, 4 is paused, 5 is overdue, 6 is pending activation, 7 is error, and 8 is warning, expired, sorry. So in this case, you know, you may be importing members where you'll probably only be dealing with these 2 statuses. So you just need to indicate in this column if the bundle should be active on their account or if it should be canceled. So in this case, I'm going to say it's active. Okay, so now you do that for all the members in this CSV, export it as a CSV file from Excel or whatever you're doing. And then come back to the import page and choose the file, upload it, and then you specify what membership level you want them on when they're imported. In this case, we're talking about the basic membership. You opt whether or not you want a welcome email to be sent, and then you import the members. And now if we go to the Manage Members screen, we see that that member was added. They're on the basic membership level, and they have the special bundle applied to their account. So hopefully that helps with your situation. Okay, so I'm clear. I finished answering all the questions that were open. We still have 10 minutes. So if anybody has any additional questions, or again, if you want me to unmute your mic and have a conversation about something, you can do that. Or I could play my Native American flute, whatever, you know. You guys let me know. Play the flute. Okay, I'll play the flute. And if any questions come in, I'll stop playing it. So this flute, actually, I made this flute. I attended a workshop when I was living in Portland, and the guy who was running it, he basically had the basic flute. It was basically just like a square piece of wood. He had drilled out the center and done the holes, because that's basically the hard part. But then we basically had to, you know, plane it all down and stain it. So you got to get this little guy up here positioned correctly so that the sound comes through. I don't know, is the sound coming through? Is the mic picking up? Cool. dust all over this, which tells you last time I played it. Anyway. Still smells good. Probably like spiders living in there. Anyway. All right, so now that we've done that, what else? Gaynor, how are things going on your end? I think when you were on last week, I think you were considering MemberMouse at that point, right? You hadn't actually signed up. Oh, I'll unmute your mic. How about now?
I think, yeah, can you hear me?
I can. How are you?
Hi, I'm okay. Yeah, I'm already signed up. I've been for a little while. I'm still working on trying to get the site up and running with my program.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've got a test member that I want to try to import shortly. So somebody can, actually try it out and see if it works from their end. So that's where I'm at the moment. I've got most of my program done, but not all the recordings, because I had a bit of problem with recording some things.
Yeah.
In another system, so I haven't got all of it uploaded yet.
Cool.
And I ended up doing 2 different levels as well, so I'm making one program a longer one and then a shorter version as well. So I've been playing about with how I can give some people access, to some bits, and other people access to other bits, and some of it is the same. So I've made it a bit more complicated for myself, but yeah. So
Cool. Well, it sounds like you're making progress.
Yeah, gradually. I'm working. I've got another job anyway, and I'm working from home with that, but I'm more busy than I was before. So, yeah.
Well, better that than the opposite.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So,
yeah. Well, is there anything with regards to, because it sounds like you have a good plan in place, you know what you need to do, and you're just getting it done as quickly as you can. Is there anything that we could help you with? Is there anything standing in your way, any obstacles?
I'm not sure really. When I'm doing it, sometimes I come across things I'm not sure, but I haven't set up Stripe yet on MemberMouse because the system I'm using with the funnel takes people's payments there. So I'd be loading them as already paid, but I eventually would want people to be able to sign up through my website as well and take payments that way. Plus, I've got an ebook I want to work on, which people could then buy. But for now, I haven't bothered setting up the Stripe bit. So,
yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. We have a number of customers who do it that way, basically, because there are systems like Lead Pages and Samcart and these other people whose whole business is focused on the funnel. and specific functionality around the funnel. And so they use that to take advantage of those features, and then they just use MemberMouse for content delivery, protection, and getting members into the system so that you can dynamically have a conversation. For example, once you get to the point where you've launched and you have people in the system and you want to come out with your ebook, that's going to be, you're going to be glad that people are MemberMouse, because at that point you can start using smart tags to dynamically recognize if somebody has the ebook or not. And if they don't, you can you can display marketing messages to them while they're logged into your system, show them a button to buy it, and then they can buy it right there. So the Stripe, don't worry about the Stripe setup. That's going to be really easy. It'll take you 5 minutes whenever you're ready. So yeah, I think, you know, I think the only piece of advice I would have is just keep things as simple as possible, just so you can get live. You can always add things later. You know, because getting the feedback from the customers is going to really help, not only with your motivation levels, because, you know, once the doors are open, there's two things that happen from my experiences. One is there's a fire under your ass because people are actually using it. And two, it's just more enjoyable because now you're just not doing things in a vacuum. You know, you're actually working off of people, and the direction may go in somewhere that you hadn't anticipated.
Okay. But I've also trying to work on some of the other pages of the WordPress thing as well, because I don't want people going and thinking it's really barren, you know, so I'm sort of torn really between which bits I need to concentrate on, I guess.
Sure.
But I had this problem with the other software that I'm using, the Camtasia thing for recording. Is it Camtasia?
Yeah, for screen recording.
Yeah, so to record, you know, voice over my sort of PowerPoint things, and they haven't got back to me, so I don't know what, because I recorded other things fine, and then one day it just it was recording the voice, but it was just a black screen. So that sort of stopped me getting those things uploaded at the moment. Well,
you could try ScreenFlow. I think ScreenFlow's, I think it's free. Hold on, let me check. That's not ScreenFlow. Where is that? ScreenFlow. Well, there's a free trial. Are you in a Mac?
No, PC.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, you know, you don't want to be, that's unfortunate, but I wouldn't, if it were me, I would maybe wait like a day or two more, but then I would buy another product, because the opportunity cost of you not getting things out is higher for you than the cost of a different piece of software would be.
Well, I've only recently started my Facebook advertising with this funnel system, so I haven't had anyone actually sign up yet. You know, but obviously I need to be ready when somebody does. So
yeah, of course.
But having paid for that system, no, it's not Camtasia, it's Screencast-O-Matic. That's right.
Okay, well, Camtasia is very good. So if you don't get an answer from those people, I use Camtasia whenever I need to record screencasts. So if you don't get an answer from those people, go ahead and buy Camtasia so that you can keep the ball rolling. Because because momentum is critical,
Yeah. It seems like so much money going out on all these different things, though, and
Yeah, but it's an
nothing
investment.
coming in yet. Yeah.
It's an investment, and it's a risk. I mean, starting a business is a risk. You don't know.
Yeah.
But the thing is, if you really believe in what you're doing, and you put it out there, people will come, right? So, but you just want to be careful that you don't inadvertently like trip yourself up by, I mean, if it's not out there, it's like that quote from Wayne Gretzky, you missed 100% of the shots you don't take, right? So if it's not out there, then you're definitely not going to make anything. And so the most important thing is to get it out, no matter what the quality. And I'm a perfectionist, and so I have ways that I'll keep myself from putting something out there. Or I need to do this final thing, or if they come in and it's this way, then they're not gonna like how it looks, and I need to get a designer to help me and all this stuff. But the fact of the matter is, like, in all the sites that I see customers being successful, design and look and feel has very little to do with people's success rates. It's all about the content.
Yeah.
So, whatever it takes, just get something out so people can start engaging with it and buying it, and then it'll improve naturally over time. So
I'm hoping to get on with it this weekend, as well as sorting out things with the virus going around, doing shopping for people and things.
Yeah, it's an interesting time. A lot of things to juggle.
Yeah.
But it does help to have an outlet for the energy that's coming in, and building a course, putting products together is a great way to channel all this energy that we're all feeling. And then it's something that, will actually benefit other people. What is your course about?
It's to do with helping people fix their phobias.
Oh, okay. Well,
I'm a hypnotherapist, but I decided to concentrate on that particular niche to begin with, because it's something that I'm good at and I'm interested in, and because people use hypnotherapy for giving up smoking, losing weight, but that stuff gets really boring. But phobias I find really fascinating. So it's specifically on that, which may not be people's top priority at the moment, but on the other hand, people are more anxious than ever, and they've got time at home to do stuff like this. So
yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think it's probably top of mind for a lot of people right now.
Could be.
It may not be something that people want to look at, but that's part of the marketing. Your marketing strategy is, okay, how do I present this to people that's not going to trigger them to be reactive? And, you want to, like, kind of allow them to ease into it, like getting into a hot tub, that you don't want to just plunge in. But I think, stuff like that is extremely valuable and timely at this time. So I encourage you to put it out as quickly as possible, because you will find an audience.
Okay.
And how you can reach us if you need any help. I mean, we'll be here next Friday, but also you have our support team at support@membermouse.com if you need anything from a MemberMouse perspective. But it sounds like you've got all that stuff handled. It's really just a content question at this point.
Yeah. I mean, the more I use it, the more I'm getting to know the system, how it works and things. So sort of finding my way gradually. So you know, I'm not the most sort of IT sort of person, but you know, finding my way.
Yeah, well, I mean, just based on how you explained it to me and your position and status, I mean, you sound like an expert. So don't sell yourself short. But yeah, so I appreciate you taking the time and having this chat with me. And I hope you have a productive weekend. You're able to kind of get the things you need for the other people in your life that you're taking care of, and have the time to get some more of your course done. And hopefully next week you can get it out there and start getting some eyeballs on it.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
Nice talking to you, and hearing you playing the flute. It's got a lovely sound to it.
Thank you. Thank you. It was nice talking to you too. And have a good weekend.
You too. Take care. Bye.
Bye. Okay, so let's wrap this up. Appreciate you all joining, and we will most likely see you next week, but wait for an email that we'll send out to let you know for sure. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we will talk to you soon.